What's the deal YouTube? Device Overdose is back with a new video. Today, we have a new segment focusing on, in the home, and personal, less than lethal weaponry. Up next. In today's episode, I will show you how I assembled the AR-6 Stinger II compact crossbow. The Stinger II compact pistol is a product from Steambow. Can a rapid-fire crossbow pistol defend you and your family from an intruder? Also, does this device fit a less than lethal criteria? Moreover, this type of weapon system has some solid advantages. Unlike most firearms, it operates relatively quietly, minimizing auditory signatures and potential for escalation. Additionally, its compact size and ease of handling offer maneuverability in confined spaces, a crucial factor in home defense scenarios. Furthermore, Stinger II's ability to fire multiple bolts at a perpetrator provides a significant tactical advantage, potentially deterring assailants with a barrage of projectiles. With that being said, it's time to show you how we assembled the device. Inside the box, you have a stringing aid, and not one, but two crossbow strings. I own several crossbows, and I have always been supplied with two crossbow strings. And here is your repeating pistol crossbow. And this is your 6-shot magazine. The Stinger II pistol feels like a rigid polymer material with metal components. And here you have your 35-pound glass and carbon limb. Also included are the assembling tools, along with two plastic-coated metal shims and two plastic limb caps. And here you can see the remaining screws, and some hex keys. And of course, this is the owner's manual, just in case you need to defer to the instructions. I didn't need the manual. I had it sitting there for video purposes. But anyway, this screw with the blue thread seal tightens the prod limb to the pistol. I'll zoom in a little more so you can get a closer look. Two hex keys are supplied in the tool kit. Use the slightly bigger hex key for this next step. So this is my cat. I rescued him from the ASPCA 2 years ago. His name is Onyx. Anyway, after you insert the limb through the pistol, be sure to place a shim on the front and rear of the limb. Take your time with this step. Make sure to assemble the weapon properly. These parts need to be centered correctly. Before you complete the installation, be certain that the limb is in alignment with these two white lines. Also, do not over-tighten the limb to the pistol. I'll explain why shortly. But first, let's get the limb caps onto the prod. Be sure to position the limb caps in the correct orientation. Stringing the limb is probably the most difficult part of assembling this crossbow. After you have successfully connected the stringer, put the crossbow in the firing position. Be careful, try to avoid an accidental trigger pull. This will cause a dry fire. Too many dry fires may cause damage. Previously I mentioned that you shouldn't over-tighten the limb to the pistol. That's because the Stinger II is upgradable. I'll talk more about the upgrades shortly. After you have successfully attached the string, and before you release the tension off the stringer, now is a good time to apply some string wax. This step is optional but recommended. I don't have any wax right now. However, I will definitely revisit this step in the future. Almost complete, soon I'll be ready to put some bolts in a perpetrator's back pocket. Relax, I'm joking. Next, I'll use these two screws and a washer for the 6-shot magazine installation. I'll use the short screw to attach the rear end, and the long screw is for the front. This step is easy. Simply place the magazine on top of the pistol, and tighten the screws. Previously, I mentioned that the AR-6 Stinger II crossbow is upgradable. Game aside, this thing is incredibly modular, letting you dial it in exactly how you want. If you're chasing more punch, swapping out the limbs is the first move. You've got options ranging from a beginner-friendly 35 pounds all the way up to a serious 90-pound draw weight. But the customization doesn't stop there. You can also boost your Stinger II with the AR-6 speed loader, which will seriously inject some speed into your shots and mitigate slow reloads. Then there's the AR-6 M10 upper with a 10-shot detachable magazine. More shots mean less downtime. For faster and more precise target acquisition, consider adding a red dot sight. If you want a different vibe, the AR-6 Tactical Conversion Kit gives your Stinger II a more aggressive, tactical look and feel. Finally, for enhanced durability and a potentially lighter build, the aluminum 6-shot upper is a solid upgrade. You can really fine-tune this crossbow to match your needs and preferences. Also, Amazon shipped the wrong arrow targets, so there is no shooting in this video. And here, we have a nice-ass device. The Stinger 2 has pick rails on the bottom and on the top. Also, there's a fiber optic sight right here. You have some branding here. Check your arrow count here. Some more branding right here. Up next, I will take a look at some of the ammo. The Stinger 2 Compact has the potential to be dangerous. However, the type of ammunition used can be a determining factor. I've got some steel-tip bolts. I am sure these can get some good penetration, depending on the distance from the target. And here I have some target training bolts. With a 35-pound draw weight, this bolt should travel about 150 feet per second. These have steel tips as well. I think the shaft is aluminum, but do not quote me on this. And, I have seen them bend after hitting a target. It's really easy to drop bolts into the 6-shot magazine. I plan on upgrading to the 90-pound limb shortly, and, I'll be adding a red dot. Along with some other fine-tuning. I'll do a video on that upgrade in the coming weeks. In my opinion, the Stinger 2 Compact Crossbow is a good option as part of your home defense system. Feeling safe in your home is very important. And, if that time ever comes, and you hear an intruder attempting to enter your home, this device is a formidable deterrent. The AR-6 Stinger 2 Compact Crossbow retails for $249. I managed to catch it on sale for $199. After the add-on, plus shipping and sales tax. In total, I spent 250 green stamps. In my opinion, depending on the type of arrows you use, I would not upgrade the draw strength much more if non-lethal is what you prefer. So, YouTube, that's it for this one. I'll be back with some more Stinger crossbow updates in the near future. Let me know how you feel about this device. Drop it in the comments. And we'll be back with another less than lethal weapon review shortly.